This takes place sometime during the height of the animal revolution. The last of the humans had found refuge in various underground tunnels and mines. There was as little as 400 people in the largest group, there being 3 groups spread out over hundreds of miles. The largest group had decided to meet on the 1-year anniversary with the other 2 groups in an effort to combine forces and supplies to build a central location for fortifying and also to decide what the next moves would be for their rebellion. Knowing their numbers were only getting smaller, now sitting at a long wood table were the 3 leaders of the groups. The leader of the largest group, though, stood instead of sat. His name was Carter Oswald. And the others sat with their second-in-commands. "Our only hope," Carter said, "is to utilize the explosives in the most effective way we can against Turkan's ground troops, and then secure some supplies, if we can, and stock up our own ammunitions. This might give us a chance and enough power to, maybe, take control of one of the main Navy bases and get our people far from land." Carter turned to the man sitting to his left. "Do we still have your Navy men to count on for the maintenance and the running of the submarines?" Yes, the man said. "My second-in-command, Franz Barker, has been running through all the issues we might run into, fuel, power, and general maintenance of the ships or submarines, depending on whichever ones are left behind." "Good," said Carter. Then he looked around as if to speak to this Franz Baker, the man's second-in-command, but he was not there. "Where is this Barker now?" asked Carter. In his main quarters, I suppose." Just then, a soldier burst through the door and interrupted the meeting, holding a man firmly by his shoulder, with a gun to his back. "Carter," the man said. "What's this?" "Well, that's Franz Baker right there." "What's going on, soldier?" "This man was heard talking in his quarters, so we barged in, and he has a bird." "A bird?" Carter said. "A bird," said the soldier. Just then a bird popped up from Barker's front chest pocket. It was a small yellow bird, and it went cheep, 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 cheep. "Do not worry, I am on your side. I have been with my master all through college and way before the war. We had a small, quaint little—" "Shut the fuck up," Carter said to the bird, and then he looked up at the man. "What the fuck have you done? How could you have brought an animal here?" This animal's been with us forever." And then the man's commander backed him up. "Yes, this bird has been with us for a very long time. He's been with us since before the war." "That means nothing to me," Carter said. He took a long drag off of a short cigar. He got up, walked over to the man Barker and the bird that was now popped out in his front chest pocket. He didn't say anything to the bird. He just stared at the bird. There was a moment of silence, and then the bird spoke again. "Cheep, cheep, 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 cheep. Seriously, I'm on your guys' side. I have nothing but loyalty to my owner, and I've been loyal through this whole war. I've even seen my own brothers and sisters fall. And yet I am here helping you guys." "Shut the fuck up," Carter said. He stared at the bird. He spat some of the good green stuff right on the ground. Then he threw his cigar in the spit. It made a sound like this. Then Carter stepped on it. Once again, he didn't say anything to the bird. He just stared at the bird. That's when the bird loosened up a wing and brought it up to his mouth. "You're all gonna fucking die, cheep, cheep, cheep. Turkan should be here any minute." And then the bird threw in his mouth with his one free wing a cyanide pill. It flung to the back of his throat like it was diving down a void, and the bird tweet 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 tweet, and then fell from the man's pocket. As if Carter knew that this was happening, he looked up at the man and said, "You've cost us everything." Pulled out a derringer and blew the man's brains out, right there on the floor. Just then, another soldier burst in. "Oh my God, Carter! Somehow Turkan and his forces have found us! There's an army of cows and pigs and dogs and cats, and they're all out in front! They've got us boxed in!" Carter looked at the other general, the one whose second in command had fucked up so badly. He also shot him in the head. "Looks like we die today, but we're gonna give these animals a run for their money." "Hurrah!" the last of the men said, as they loaded the last of their weapons and prepared for death.